Seeker, welcome to the Awakening Her podcast. I am so grateful that you've been led here, and I'm excited for you that you're answering the call to manifest more magic in your life by mastering the law of attraction. So cool. My name is Talia, and I'm committed to cutting the fluff and showing you exactly how to manifest more excitement, ease, success, abundance, confidence, love, and anything else you've been craving. So if you're ready to crack the code on manifestation, amplify your intuition, and play in the quantum, we are now besties. Let's do this. Hello. Welcome back to the Awakening Her podcast. How's it going, friends? My name is Talia Joy. I am the host around here. Welcome. So happy you're here. Yay. This episode is this is a shout out to my homies that are here for big things. So I just decided to call this episode that as a shout out to all of you who know you are here to manifest big things, because today we've got a mix of self-growth, spirituality, pep talk, team of light coming in hot. I just feel like I have a message for everybody. We're going to talk a little bit about what it means to know you're here for big things, how to hack the system, how to know you're ready, all the good shit. I'm going to give you some practices, some insight. We're just going to go to all the places. So before we do that, before we dive into that stuff, I wanted to first of all see, are we friends on Instagram? If not, come over, join the party. I'd like to get to know you. I would love to hear if you're a listener. That would be amazing. It's at Talia Joy Manifestation. The link is below. So at Talia Joy Manifestation, you can click in the link below if you want in the show notes. And if you do not know, I have a second podcast. It is called On the Path. This is where we get tangible. This is where we frickin' break the work down step by step. We have weekly assignments where I break down one tool to use to dive into. I also do deep dive episodes on things like how to navigate triggers and the process of manifestation. We talk about healing. We talk about quantum manifestation, practical, tangible tools to keep you on the path, to keep you on your path. So if you want to join that, the link is below. It's a private subscription community. So it's just $27 a month. You get access to my entire methodology. It's literally a course over there. Plus we do the weekly thing, the episodes, the deep dives. We do monthly challenges, from everything from manifesting money to loving your body to a miracle mindset. It's just so much fun. I look at you guys on the path as my clients, and I really, try to make it tangible and really digestible. So join me over there or click the link below if you are not a member. It is On the Path, the private podcast. And other than that, the other thing I wanted to mention before we dive in is manifest from the inside, you guys. As a methodology, as a course, yes, but as a methodology, this shit is changing my life. Manifestation, as I've been talking about here on the show, happens from the inside. And this is how we shift our reality. This is how we heal. This is how we break through. This is how we manifest. And it's so freaking exciting. So I have got a brand new epic signature program launching September 15th is when the first content is launched. So we're doing a fall thing. Fall is the time to go within. It's to go back inside. But this is going to be a journey that is so fun, so powerful, so expansive that it's really for those of you that are meant for or are ready for your next level. You've already been doing some self-growth and you just haven't found that sweet pocket of feeling genuinely on fire, magnetic, quote unquote, aligned. So this is not just a program. It is also it's a support system for the future. So not only when you join the program will you get to join live rounds in the future round, but you get access to a daily portal hub that has everything from meditations, journal prompts, somatic videos to keep you on your journey. So after this program is done, you also still get access to the community thread and all sorts of other things to really make sure that we are shifting you into that next level. So this is not your average manifestation program. program, this is a personal, spiritual, and transformational journey. This is where we go to the core of where true manifestation begins. And as you know, you've already been drawn to self-growth. Like, we're not just sitting around doing nothing, waiting for the universe to drop it all in. I know you're already on that path, right? You're already into the self-growth. Maybe like me, you've been going to therapy since you were like single digit age or maybe teenager. Really, you know that self-mastery is life mastery, right? Learning how to feel good inside, learning how to love yourself, learning how to take care of yourself. So this is the thread of the program, but it's geared toward manifestation and unlocking your true potential, because I am here to wake up souls that are on the precipice of that next level of soul evolution and personal evolution. It's big. So definitely check the link below for Manifest from the Inside, because manifestation mastery is self-mastery. So check out that link. Okay, so we are diving into the content of today, knowing that you are here for big things. So I am so excited that you're here and that you resonate with this, because one of the things that I had to realize, it's so simple. You may also realize this already, or maybe you're hearing this for the first time, but when we know like we're here for big things, and I want to be clear, that could be huge amounts of money or fame or, some extravagant lifestyle or big things. It can be inner transformation, big senses of freedom and gratitude, living so in peace, living your healthiest life, in love with yourself. That is also big things. So when you have that nudge deep down for big things, big transformation, that nudge is not coming from nowhere, right? It's coming from your soul. It's coming from life and your journey calling you in a certain direction. So that's why people like you and I have been into self-growth for so long. We've been interested in, maybe it is, as I was mentioning a minute ago, therapy or counseling or inner child work, shadow, self-growth, self-development, all that stuff. It's because a deeper part of you has been leading the way, has been calling you. And I like to look at it like they leave us breadcrumbs, like our soul leaves us breadcrumbs as to what path to follow to be really, it's hard to not use cliche words like aligned and stuff, but I'm trying to translate as best I can how I understand this from spirit, is like your soul has a higher expression, a highest expression for this lifetime. So it's like a maximum intention of what you could potentially fulfill on or become or that type of thing. So your soul hopes for you to go big, but because we have free will, we don't have to go big. We actually live in an experience where, kind of like the Matrix, like we're plugged into something bigger, but we do have free will where we can choose that life of growth and manifestation and magic or writing books or whatever, or not. And either way, your soul learns. Either way, your guides and angels don't judge you. When you pass on and you look at your lifetime or whatever, it's not a sense of like, oh, I didn't do it. So really, there's no cosmic pressure. You don't have to do anything. But when people start getting that nudge, that call, that whisper, that like yearning, right? It's your soul calling you to see if this is the lifetime that you're going to continue to grow, if you're going to continue to push this current growth edge, if you're going to continue to, deeply desire more peace, abundance, success, whatever it is for you. So that whisper is actually your soul. It's not just you in your human self in your head going like, I hope I can. It's a deep calling. And maybe you're like me, where I just always knew I was here for big things. I've always actually known that I'm here for worldwide impact. There's a lot of clients I know that are now like healers and mentors that didn't always know that, but started to become aware. So it might have been when you were young, or maybe it's around this time. You're like, damn, I really do want that total transformation, that from the inside out, from, it's like radically improving your health, your abundance, your joy and fulfillment, the people around you, maybe the house you live in, whatever it is, you get to have that. And that calling is actually from a deeper level. It's your soul saying like, are we going to go there? And again, you always have a choice. You always have a choice. You always are on, or when you're on this precipice, you always have a choice if you want to go forward or not. And it's okay. There's a lot of times in my evolution, I've been like, nope, not ready. But I also get to this place where it's like, I want to say the grit takes over, where I'm like, F this. Like, I'm sick of struggling. I'm sick of my own shit. And even that can be even when my life is good. Everything's going well. It's just I'm not feeling that magnetism, or I'm not going after that thing I actually want, or I'm having a hard time breaking through. I just get gritty and I'm like, F it. What does it take? We come back to the energy. I come back to all this stuff I'm teaching, manifest from the inside. And I recognize that this call it's an opportunity to move forward into your next level. All of your desires, Spirit shows me that all of your desires are pulling you forward on a growth ladder. They're pulling you, they're calling you. Are we going to evolve into our next version? Are we going to become what you truly are? That next level that you see, those intentions, it's actually already who you truly are. And it's who you are without the limits, the shit that's been put on us, the trauma, the scars, the stuff that's very real. It's very real in the human journey. And we are also a soul that is here on a journey. So this is why even in Manifest from the Inside, we're going self-growth, but also spiritual growth, understanding how this experience works. So you're here for big things, right? So that's why you're drawn to manifestation. That's why you're drawn to self-growth, right? That's why you probably have intentions, desires, a list somewhere, right? That says what you're manifesting. And you've started to realize, or if not, this is the opportunity, this is the time, but you've started to realize that you need to become aligned with that reality. And that your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. So to manifest big things, it is a transformation journey. Even when people say they teach just money manifestation, or they just teach how to manifest a soulmate, if you actually dive into those teachings, to anyone who has results and is legit, there's also going to be a self-growth path there, right? A dismantling of blocks, or a opening up for love, or healing your heart. Like, it's never just, dance under the full moon and make sure you do it right and affirm a few things and there they are. It requires self-growth. So when you're here for big things and you put together like, that's why I've always been drawn to self-growth in one way or another, whether it's about the brain or the shadow or the spirit or whatever, you've, really wanted to always be in that room, I'm guessing, if you're like me. So I want you to really understand that when you're called for big things, it means that you did sign up for a life that is going to stretch you. And also built into, my channel is like coming in hot, so I'm just going to kind of just do what I do. When you desire big things, it means that you are ready for that next level. But built into the understanding that you are ascending to a next level, built into that understanding that you are growing, that you are quantum leaping, that you are shifting, is also an awareness that means a stretch. That means a breaking out of a comfort zone. That means releasing something. That means pushing through a growth edge. That means showing up for yourself in a way that you may not have known yourself to show up yet, which also means it can be uncomfortable. So knowing that your growth and transformation and manifestation journey is one of growth and expansion, know that when you feel like you're at your limits, or you're stuck in a looping pattern, or you are unclear on that next step, know that that is part of the process. And the more open you are Where is life guiding me? Where is my soul guiding me? Guides, angels, God, where do you want me to go next? Where would you have me go? The more open you are, the more that experience, those desires, that thing that you want, the easier it can come. Because discomfort means you're pushing through your growth edge. So in a way, if you're not up against your limits, if you're not in your fears or seeing your fears or having them rear their ugly heads at the full moon, then you aren't growing, but you are growing, which is why you feel stretched. And when you commit to your growth, you expand your capacity to receive, and you shift what has been in you, where you've had walls around your heart or walls around your ability to receive. When you commit to your growth, you expand through that. So it can be uncomfortable, but this is the pathway to opening up to more opportunities, more abundance, more love, more fulfillment. You're literally expanding your energetic container to hold bigger and better manifestations, to hold more of life. So in one way, growth isn't comfortable. But the other thing that I've seen lately and that I feel really compelled to share about is that growth and manifestation also doesn't have to be like hard and arduous and like so much effort. And that's the thing that I had to reframe recently is like, I don't need to do any more to manifest. In fact, it's from inside. It's a radical shift in perception that is really simple, yet we often overcomplicate it. So to start to kind of like bring this in and sum up what I'm saying here in this part, when you are drawn toward big things, it literally means you're meant for that. And when you come up against your growth edge, when you come up against fear, when you come up against your shit, your, wounds, your, bolting strategies or numbing or coping or whatever, just know that this is literally part of the process of expansion. And what you are being asked in your life continually, if you're here for big things, if you're that person like me, you will always be invited to grow. And the more you get sort of comfortable with braving the unknown, but having it be through the lens of how do I become more of who I am? How do I show up for myself more? How do I pour back into myself more? How do I activate my power? How do I feel really fucking good? How do I feel like I know who I am? And I pour back into myself. That is where manifestation comes from, is that. Not how do I journal more? How do I affirm more? How do I believe more, right? You just have to believe. You just have to see it. You just have to feel it. You just have to. Stop with all of that and recognize that when we go about it, like, how do I pour back into myself? How do I rock my self-care, my inner dialogue? What limits am I coming up against that I can bust through, that I can reframe? How can I master my mind? How can I love my body and feel safe in my body to receive more when we go inside? And have it not be about all those external things you have to do, then we really start to get somewhere. Because we have been brought up in a society that no matter what it is, whether it's a career or making money or whatever, it's all about what we're doing. Which, yes, of course I could say, it helps to do somatics or it helps to meditate, but the magic isn't in the meditation. The magic is in who you become when you meditate. When I'm showing up for myself in self-care, and for any of you that have heard my story, like I have wounds, abandonment wounds, traumas, lack of self-esteem was always like, I never had self-esteem growing up. I've had to heal and repair that and come back into myself. And so now when I show up for myself for yoga, when I show up for myself for a workout or something that benefits my body, I look at that as healing, as growth, as manifesting. Go do something fun, go do something nourishing, and call it manifesting, because that is the ticket. Because when you get to where you say you want to go, what are you going to do, right? When you manifest the money, when you have the thing, when you are in that place, what are you going to do? Oh, I'm going to relax. I'm going to finally slow down. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to feel relief. So when you create that now, when you see the core desires within you, you're meant for big things. That means big joy, big peace, big gratitude, big heart. That, yes, translates into dreams being fulfilled, abundance in the bank, people by your side. But we realize it starts inside. So when you know, like, that calling, I'm here for big stuff, even if you have a goal like New York Times bestsellers, you get it, New York Times bestseller, okay, bleh. Even if you have a specific goal, who you become in the process is the gold. That's what your soul is calling for. So I have a friend who's on a health journey, who's releasing a lot of weight and healing trauma in the nervous system and all this stuff. And so the goal isn't just 20 more pounds or 40 more pounds. The goal is in who she's becoming, learning how to love herself, learning how to show up for herself, learning how to heal the parts of her that don't feel worth it, learning how to have her own back. So that energetically helps release weight anyway, physically and energetically, but it's also who she's becoming. So even if your desire is to be on stage, your soul is calling you to embody more confidence, more mastery, more, stepping into your authority or stepping into the message you have to say, busting fear of being seen or of failing. Like, there's growth behind what you want to manifest. And when you know you're meant for big things, save yourself time and focus on only the inside. Save yourself time of investing in an answer out there or trying to seek everything out there, and focus on inside. If you're wanting a successful business, what does it take to step into being a healer, a mentor, an author, whatever it is? If you're wanting love, what is the growth assignment behind that? Where have you been hurt? Where are you not loving yourself? It starts inside. And whenever in doubt, even if we're not aware of our spiritual assignments, you can always pour back into yourself, because when you feel good, you manifest more things to feel good about. So even in my busy workday with a lot of to-dos, I'm taking consistent breaks. I've gone outside like 3 times today to stare at my flowers. And I've worked out and I've danced around my office about 3 or 4 times amongst the recording and the creating and the getting back to people and the sitting and the talking. I'm getting up, I'm moving, I'm going for a walk, I'm giving myself, a beautiful lunch and drinking my water, because it's who I am being. It's not about cranking out more content. It's about being the best version of myself that shows up for myself and everybody else. It starts inside. So to wrap up this episode, I want you to start asking yourself, how can you master yourself a little bit more? Your mind, your body, your soul. How can you create routines that set the tone for your day, that have you show up as the version that you want to be, that version in that end result, the version of you that is healthy, the version of you that is abundant? So not what shit can you go buy? It's like, how can you be that version of you by congratulating yourself, by acknowledging yourself, by being your healthiest you, by drinking water, by aligning with what you truly desire inside. Peace, freedom. How can you set yourself up for success inside? So looking at any of those main limits that you come up against, what stories are you telling yourself about what you can't have, etc. But most importantly, recognize that when you know you're here for big things, it becomes a journey of diving to the core of your being to activate that who you truly are, because it is your soul leading you there. You were meant for this stuff. You were meant for this. And by stepping into those big things you know you're meant for, you automatically become an inspiration for others and share light. If you have a business, you can serve more clients, you're more inspiring. If you don't have a business, you're radiating out that feeling, that transformation to your friends, to your family, to your children, to your cousins, to your community. You're radiating that out naturally because you are here for big things and you naturally inspire others. So it's an invitation to go deeper. It's an invitation to go deeper into yourself and kind of go, the time is now. Time waits for nobody. Being in that version of yourself, like nothing feels better than that. Aligning with who you truly are, nothing feels better than that. So it is time, my love, continue doing your internal work. Continue knowing that that journey of mastery is for you. And if all of this lights you up from the inside, get a spot in Manifest from the Inside. It is going to be so powerful. I am helping you. I'm supporting you in our 12 weeks together, as well as an ongoing community for after when the program's done, a daily practice hub. This is an investment in you that really does catapult you into that next level, diving deeper into the inner work that makes manifestation possible, because nothing feels better than that. Remember that manifesting big things starts from within. You are absolutely on the right path. You're doing such a great job, and I'll see you in the next episode. Talk to you soon. Thank you so much for your time and tuning into this episode. I really hope that it served you. And before you go, I'd love to give you a free workbook to help you upgrade your manifestation mindset. In this workbook, we're going to go through the 5 most common unconscious blocks that are holding you back. I'm going to show you how it's showing up in your life, and most importantly, the manifestation mindset shift that you need to unblock yourself. So grab the Manifestation Mindset Makeover free workbook now, and let's get to unblocking.